Buddy, we got lights
no,
up, camera up.
No.
We're ready to shoot.
Wait. We don't have a host.
What do you mean we don't have a host?
We don't have a host.
What do you mean we don't have a host?
We don't have a host.
Hold!
Okay, we're gonna go find somebody.
Okay.
You didn't plan for a host? Like, what are we supposed to...
That's not my job. It's not my job.
You know what, Bryce? Actually, I'd like you to...
You know what? It's not my job. What?
I'll do.
Okay. Yeah. We got it. Shelby, grab him.
Shelby!
Wait, what's going on?
Grab him.
Grab him.
Wait, what's that?
You're gonna be a host now, buddy.
I'm a host?
You're gonna be a host now.
What am I hosting?
You're hosting.
What the hell?
You're just hosting.
Come on.
Listen, we just need a guy. We just need a guy.
So look, we got a note card. It's gonna be fun. Get in there.
Sit down. Go.
Okay.
No, put this on.
Oh, yeah.
Put that on.
All right, everybody.
Sorry, wait.
On three.
Hi, and welcome to Talkin' Real-ish. I am your host, Wyley Brown, and tonight I am with two very special guests from KWSB. That's QWSB for those of us who are, down with the lingo and stuff. No, I'm kidding. If you would care to introduce yourselves.
Well, my name's Kai Vong. I'm the station manager and sports director at QWSB.
I'm Lauren Ayala, and I am the program director and social media manager at QWSB.
Well, it's nice to both have you on the show. How are you doing tonight?
Good. Thanks for having us. We appreciate the opportunity.
Why don't you kick off our first official episode by telling us a little bit about what you guys do at QWSB?
Well, as station manager, I kind of just do everything, really. Whatever isn't covered by the rest of the job. So that's logistics, helping with DJs. As sports director, that's broadcasting the games. And just being able to work with Mountaineer Athletics and kind of do our coach talk shows, some podcasts, things like that. And so just whatever needs to be done just gets done.
Nice. Same for you, I assume?
Yeah, so I'm in charge of hiring DJs. We don't pay them, unfortunately. I wish we could. But hiring DJs to play music on air, so, anyone... It doesn't just have to be a student, it can be community members as well. So I do that. I'm in charge of making the schedule. I also started running the social media account at the beginning of last fall. So that's been really fun for me. I'm also studying marketing, so I think that kind of goes with what I'm trying to do. And yeah, I help around with whatever I can. I help Kai sports broadcast sometimes, either with him and other people or in the studio. And it's been really fun, and I'm just loving to learn about radio, and it's awesome.
Well, cool. I think before we go any further, I have to ask the question that's on, everybody's mind. So a DJ, that stands for disc jockey, right?
I don't have a good answer for that, unfortunately. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes. I don't know.
I mean, that's what I heard. They told me, that's what it meant, but, I still don't know what a disc jockey... what is a disc jockey?
I mean, I would imagine it was back when we were using vinyls a lot and CDs, and someone who plays vinyls and CDs for the radio station is a DJ. That's my best guess.
But jockeys were didn't they used to be the horse people?
You know what?
Your
Let's
guess
go with
is
that.
as good as mine.
Let's
Yeah.
go with
Okay, all right. I had to ask because they told me you were the professionals. Well,
Amateur. We'll say amateur professional.
Okay.
No, you're not gonna go with
Semi-professional.
it. Go with it.
Semi-professional.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys seem very professional. I mean, you came dressed up in red, both of. I didn't get the memo.
Have to
Today I
support.
was like, oh yeah, what should we wear? Because I was like, I can't wear black. Dang it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, red makes sense.
Kind of, support school colors, school pride.
No, that's awesome. What do you see in the future of QWSB?
Well, I think there's a growing sentiment that radio is a dying art form, and that is somewhat unfortunate. And we're kind of seeing that nationally as a trend, and that's due to the rise of streaming music. People don't want to listen to ads, so we're seeing that with even Netflix, things like that. We're not seeing as much of the medium of radio being prominent. And so for us, and part of my initiatives of this year was to prepare QWSB for what I call the digital age. And so what that means is getting more podcasts going, getting more school broadcasts going, because I think QWSB still has a good place in the campus community to broadcast events that students may not be able to attend or community members can attend. Additionally, I think one other thing that we want to start adventuring towards too is our live DJ mixing. That's a growing trend a lot of times, especially in college students. And we see a lot of people pop up around the time of Springfest even. They kind of showcase their talents or at parties or whatever. And so we want to capture some of that and maybe find a way to train people so we have more of a program here.
Well, that's awesome. I think we're going to take a quick short break, but in the meantime, we'll turn to my man Caleb. I sent him out yesterday to go interview about what kinds of things they actually like to listen to, which might be helpful for you guys to sort of gauge. So take it away, Caleb.
Hey, gee, thanks, Wyley. Well, today we'll be going around to students at the University Center talking about music and we'll just see where it goes. Follow me, come on. And by the way, this right here, this is Rupert. Rupert has always been very inclined to jazz music, perhaps even a little bit of rock and roll. But you know what? People are different, and people's music tastes change. So that's what we're here for. In the music capital of the world, the University Center of Western Colorado University. Come on. Can you tell us your name, please?
Thomas John Vasquez.
All right, Mr. Thomas John, cardiovascular system.
Yes.
Can you tell us what you're doing on your phone if you were listening to any music?
I was listening to music. I was listening to Worth It by Ray while scrolling on Hinge, trying to find someone to drown out the pain.
I know we're at such high elevation, but I really didn't expect to see any sea life here. Could you tell me what you're listening to under that big old shark head of yours?
Fiend by Travis Scott.
Fiend? What? I thought you were gonna be listening to like Baby Shark, like Under the Sea, like the Mermaid song, Excuse me, sir. What's your name?
My name is John.
John, what are you listening to?
Oh, well, I was actually just listening to this brand new financial podcast that just came out, and it talks all about cryptocurrencies. Have you heard of cryptocurrencies before? Don't answer that, of course you haven't. So let me explain them to you. So cryptocurrencies are a decentralized form of money that is outside of the control of any bureaucrats or government organizations. And it is very important that we understand how to use these because this is really the future of finances for...
Rupert and I are here with the amazing...
Lily.
Ashling. Matilde.
Max.
And can you guys tell me what you were just listening to?
The Wicked soundtrack.
Oh my god. Stop it.
No, I can't.
Isn't Ariana Grande in that?
She is, yes.
I actually listened to her entire discography when I was a sophomore in high school. This is a true story, by the way, Wyley. Do not judge me.
Judge him.
Hey, excuse me. What are you listening to?
Oh, I'm listening to the entire Jurassic Park movie.
Just out loud raw dogging it?
Oh, yeah. It's a great movie.
Give me your best T-Rex, man.
Well, I can't do a T-Rex impression, but I can do a Jeff Goldblum impression.
First of all, what's your name, sir?
I'm Atticus.
Atticus, what were you listening to?
I was just listening to the album Spirit Phone by Lemon Demon.
I'm not even lying. That's one of my favorite albums. Can you tell me, please tell me, what is your favorite track off of that album?
That's tough question, but I gotta say those first three tracks.
What? It starts with Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
And then
Touch-Tone Telephone.
And
then Cabinet Man. Those first three are just iconic.
Perfect.
Honestly.
Hey, partner. What's up, buddy? Up here. What's your name?
I'm Alex.
Alex, what were you just listening to?
I was just listening to No Water, No Wine by Lost in Blues.
Oh my God. No water, no wine just sounds like a terrible day. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Maybe start with water, then end with wine.
Yeah. Are you a red or a white kind of guy?
Oh, I like red.
You like red? Dude, me too. I'm
red.
red-blooded American with my steak, Here, let me tell you something right now. All right, okay, all right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, gentlemen, excuse me if I... Oh, sorry. Good Lord. This is Rupert. Be gentle, be nice. Can you guys tell me your names?
I'm Seth.
Seth?
I'm Gavin.
Gavin? What are you guys listening to?
Currently, I'm listening to Hours by Again and Again.
Again and Again. All right. Gavin?
I'm listening to Preoccupied by Mac DeMarco.
I actually really like Mac DeMarco. Do you know, I think he's going to run for president in 2028.
I don't think he is.
Take it on a backpacking trip.
Oh, that sounds nice. Red wine backpacking actually sounds great.
It's delicious.
Wiley, my dear, you're invited. Me and Alex are going backpacking later, just so you know.
Thanks for that, Caleb. Now we are going to come back to our lovely little space here and talk more about QWSB or KWSB. So, why did you, I think you guys touched upon this a little bit, but like, why did you get into QWSB? Was it just to learn stuff about radio, or?
You want me to be so real? This was the only job on campus that did not require work study. So I was like, okay, this is super cool. And, you know, Kai had, you know, I was like, oh, we have connections. And, you know, I got the interview with Dawn, super cool. And, you know, I've really enjoyed learning about it ever since. And it's a genuine interest of mine now. And so it kind of worked out in the end for me.
Shout out Dawn's for real.
Shout out Dawn.
I think for me, I did a lot of music when I was in high school and middle school. I was in jazz and the classical ensemble. And so when I went to college, I wanted to continue to have music be a part of my life. And so I was doing a tour during orientation week, and they passed by the radio station. And, that seemed pretty cool, and saw that they were accepting DJs. So I put my name on the sheet, and I didn't talk to Don's initially, but then around November of my freshman year, in 2021, we were hiring a sports director, and Don's told that to me, and I said, I love sports, and I do really like the radio station, so I talked to him, and we were able to get something together, and eventually I filled into the role, and then kind of launched from there, stayed with the position even now, and then last April in 2024, I was able to get promoted to station manager, and that is a brief synopsis of my time at QWSB.
Well, I mean, on that topic, what is your favorite artist or song or album? I mean, like, what are your favorites?
Yeah. I would say I wouldn't have a favorite. There's definitely, top 5 for sure.
Okay.
Top 3. Brent Faiyaz is one of my favorites. The Weeknd, Daniel Caesar. There's a joke within the station that I'm the biggest Drake fan.
Yeah.
It's true, folks. It is true.
It is definitely not true. I deny.
Where do you stand on the Kendrick and Lamar?
Okay, Kendrick won 1,000%, right? Like, nobody can deny that, right? But I think, we'll see how Drake responds, if he can respond. And I will be honest, his responses weren't great. His initial couple jobs.
Any favorites of yours?
I'm kind of like the only person at the radio. Amelia a little bit, but I really enjoy electronic music. So I like Fred again. He's a good one. Flume. I do like. I'm like blanking right now. Odessa, yes, Odessa. Thank you. I do also like. I'm really into Radiohead right now, a little bit again, Radiohead kick. What else? Just like Fleetwood Mac. Honestly, I like a lot of different music, but I think electronic is my favorite, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I know you guys did mention earlier that I think you're looking for new DJs, especially because you guys are like seniors.
I will be leaving.
You will be leaving. So you definitely need some new people to help out. So what are you looking for in a DJ?
Honestly, anyone that's just passionate. I think, if you love music and you just want to be around, I think that's who we're accepting. Super, super low commitment, just 1 hour a week. And, you have a DJ that's doing 3-hour long shows. And so I think anybody that just is passionate or wants to have a podcast and talk show, we're accepting.
Okay.
Everyone.
Cool. And where can they find you or see you on social media? Like, plug that stuff in now.
KWSB.org and KWSB on Instagram. Easy enough.
KWSB 91.1 FM. I always forget that a little bit. Sure. But if you just look that up, we're right there. I think all of us in some way have our bios connected to that Instagram. So yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I think we're about to close this show, but before we do, I have another really important question to ask. What's with the penguin? Like, is when did that? How did that?
The penguin?
Yeah. How did that happen?
Well, you know, we live in the coldest valley, and so I think when the original people, whoever came up with it, wanted to represent the cold, Arctic that we essentially live in sometimes, and it hasn't felt like that recently. It's been really warm recently, but you know, a couple times a year we're colder than Antarctica, and so I think they wanted some mascot that somewhat represents the cold pretty well. So I would say I think that's the inspiration. That's the best answer that I've been told.
Okay.
At least, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's cute.
Yeah, we love him.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you guys both for being on the show.
Thank you.
And thank you to all our viewers for coming to wherever you're watching this to tune in and give some attention to QWSB, KWSB, QWSB. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you and good night.